National Raceway. Some of them were here about 8 o'clock this morning, and now they're ready for the Chevy Monte Carlo 400 with the Looney Tunes. They've got an all-rookie front row. They've got Jeff Gordon chasing his third straight win, Sterling Marlin trying to protect the points, and 5 guys that are chasing a $1 million, I guess under these circumstances, carrot.
All right. Now, as part of tonight's celebration of America and American heroes, the command to start engines for this race is going to be given by members of our armed forces that are presently serving overseas in Bagram, Afghanistan. They're live via satellite now back here to Richmond.
Friends, we're proud to serve the United States of America in the war against terror. We're ever mindful of the events just 1 year ago that brought us here. However, in the months since, we have seen our country come together as one.
The Combined Joint Task Force 180 is honored to give the NASCAR drivers their most famous command. However, we need your help. Tonight is about solidarity. So we want all of you at Richmond International Raceway and everyone watching us on TV at home to help us give not only the drivers, but America. Yes, America. The command to get this night started.
Are you ready, Richmond? Are you ready, America? 1, 2, 3.
Here's the Walmart starting grid for tonight's Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400 in all-rookie front row, Jimmy Johnson and Ryan Newman.
And in row 2, Dave Blaney, his best NASCAR Winston Cup start, and Mark Martin going for $1 million bonus winner at the Lowe's Motor Speedway in May.
Great qualifying effort for Terry Labonte. He's got 3 wins here at Richmond. Ricky Rudd, last year's winners, with him in row 3.
On the inside of row 4 is Todd Bodine. This is the first time he started in the top 10 at Richmond. And Mike Skinner on the outside. Great qualifying run for Skinner.
Talked to Johnny Benson this afternoon. He thinks this could be the night he gets Winston Cup win number 1. Jeff Gordon will drop from row 5 to the end of the field. He's in a backup car.
On the inside of row 6, Robbie Gordon had his best short track finish at Bristol 2 weeks ago. And DJ Dale Jarrett, 2-time Richmond winner on the outside.
7th row, Ward Burton from nearby South Boston, Virginia, his home track. Looking to get a victory tonight. And Tony Stewart won the last race here in May. Started at the back of the field then.
On the inside of row 8 is Jeff Burton. Let's see if he recognizes my voice. Jeff Burton. You know who this is?
Hey, BP.
Hey, you got me. Do you recognize the voice on that you're talking to in the pits?
We definitely got a new voice. We're real excited about Paul coming on board and see what we can get done tonight.
How is the car, Jeff?
Well, we've been way too tight all weekend. We were tight in practice trim, we were tight in race trim, so we'll see what happens tonight.
Good luck to you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Jeff Burton starting in row number 8. As we look at the rest of the starting field for tonight's race, Kevin Harvick way back in row 14. A lot of work to get to the front.
And Jeff Green, one of the best cars here on the inside of row 15, and Spencer going from million on the outside.
Championship leader Sterling Marlin right in the middle of the soup as we get ready for the green flag.
Kenny Wallace, Casey Atwood, a couple of young guys back in 17. There's Elliott Sadler, Kyle Petty.
Greg Biffle subbing for Bobby Hamilton. Hope Bobby's feeling better tonight as he recovers from those injuries he suffered here Thursday.
Row 20, Mike Wallace, Brett Bodine.
And Brett's brother Jeffrey just behind him on the grid in row 21. Tim Sauter with his Winston Cup debut driving a Dave Marcus car, and Hermie Sadler rounds out the field for tonight's race. Afghanistan, our men and women in uniform with us tonight as we go racing at Richmond.
There's a Jeff Gordon hat in Afghanistan.
Jimmy Johnson will lead lap 1. Ryan Newman in second. Dave Blaney slides into third. Oh, Johnson loose. Hang on, Sloopy.
And there goes Ryan Newman alongside.
Trouble on the backstretch. One car is spinning around. Elliott Sadler is crashed after one lap.
Oh, man.
What's that you guys were saying about giving and taking?
Yeah, I ain't got no oil pressure.
And off of turn 2, especially because it is so tight back there. Well, I thought Elliott got bumped, but I hate to say this, but I was wrong.
No, it just came off the corner and around the back goes and in the inside wall. And obviously when he hit the wall like that, something has broken the oil pump belt or knocked it off. And all of a sudden, all the cars are too wide, and there he comes, and in the wall. Boom.
Getting ready to come to the green. Jack Knaus is talking to your driver. You were concerned about the condition of the track on the green flag.
Yeah, you know, when they were getting ready to throw the green, there was still an awful lot of dust getting down into turn 1 and through turn 2. So we were a little concerned about it, but, you know, Jimmy did a great job, good start there, good initial start. We got the lead, led that lap, so now we're going to kind of sit back and hopefully ride in the top 5. I'd like to take a minute and say hello to Papa Joe. He's back home. He's not feeling real well, and we just wanted to let him know we're thinking about him.
Attaboy. Got sideways in there.
And Mike Skinner gave.
Yeah.
He was trying to get alongside Ricky Rudd going down in turn 1. When he saw that Rudd was going to be in a bad spot, he backed off and gave. That's what it's going to take to get us through the night without so many crashes.
Skinner running 5th now, trying to get 4th spot away from Ricky Rudd.
Got it. And I think Ricky gave a little bit on that one.
Exactly. I agree with you, Wally.
Mark Martin next behind Rudd to put some pressure on there. Then it's Terry Labonte, and here comes Dale Jarrett. There's the 88 car to his inside, to Terry's inside. Oh, trouble. Hard into the wall. Oh, 2 more behind him.
Jimmy Spencer.
And the point leader, Sterling Marlin. Jeff Burton, Spencer, and Sterling Marlin are all crashed.
And that is a hard lick. Jeff Burton is trying to start his car. It won't start. The fuel is down the exhaust pipe, and that is fuel. That's fuel in the exhaust pipe, not fuel from the gas tank that we see the plane.
I don't think he's going to go anywhere, even if he gets it started.
No.
Look at the rear of that car.
And Jeff, don't step out because you'll step on a plane.
NASCAR is instructing the drivers to go down pit road with their cars because the accident scene covers up all of the racing surface in turn 3.
Now that was gasoline, and now we got gas pouring out the back of the car and a flame up in the front of the car. Just be careful, guys. Jeff, there's the radiator broken. All that is fluid from the radiator in the 40 car.
All right, this is what we have of the accident. That was part 1. Then behind them, the other 2 crash.
Wow. Long way behind him.
Maybe that's what they're talking about when Sterling was backing off because of the wreck.
Under the red flag, early here in Richmond, 11 laps complete, and the championship leader, Sterling Marlin, has crashed heavily. Finally back racing after a 16-minute red flag. Ryan Newman is the leader. Jimmy Johnson is second. Dave Blaney is third. And Mike Skinner is holding down 4th spot.
And I tell you what, Dave Blaney was very impressive going on the outside in 1 and 2 that time.
Here he comes to the inside of Johnson. Second place. Give and take, give and take.
That's what I'm talking about, Kenny. Give the guys there, let him have some room.
Sterling Marlin's car has just been reported.
Oh, trouble!
Terry Labonte. Todd Bodine. Terry got the worst of it by far.
Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to scare you.
A lot of guys went to the pits, went through pit lane, which was good because there's a bunch of cars still going fast, and about 8 of them went down pit lane.
He got 3 wide going down in turn 3. There's Tony Stewart. And somehow the 26 car of Todd Bodine makes contact with the 5 of Terry Labonte. Look at all these cars coming down pit road.
Tony Stewart and Dale Jr. just snuck through there.
There's Jeff Gordon going by on the outside of Terry Labonte.
Leon's safety focus.
Now, the longest we've run under the green flag consecutively so far, 3 laps. Let's see if we can do a little bit better than that this time.
Boy, I hope so.
Johnny Benson shoved wide. Dale Jarrett taking 6th place from Mark Martin.
Jeremy Mayfield in the red 19. Jerry Nadeau in the 44.
It's back at 13th, 14th, and 15th. Dale Jr. running 15th in the 8 car.
He's trying to figure out which one of these guys to follow. Well, it's the 19 car because he clears 44. Junior going to try to do the same thing. That is encouraging to see these guys making passes on that outside group.
Here comes Rusty. Peek inside of Jerry Nadeau. Rusty in the 2, started in 23rd spot. He's up to 16th.
And that's where it looks like the track is the slickest, is getting into these corners. If you watch the cars getting in, you'll see them really moving up the racetrack 2 or 3 feet. So it looks like they're tiptoeing getting in the corners.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. led 190 of 250 laps in last night's NASCAR Busch Series race here.
I stopped by today and talked to Tony Eury Jr., the car chief on that 8 car, crew chief on the 8 car, and see Mike Skinner going by the 28 car, moves into 4th. Good run for Skinner. But Tony said they wanted to paint that car last night red if they could somehow sneak it into tonight's race.
Tell you what, it was strong. Rudd, Dale Jarrett running there. Let's check back again. Here's Junior moving up another spot. He's going to get 14th away from Jeremy. Check that. Let's put him in 13th spot now. They've both gotten by Jerry Nadeau. Dave, how about Dale Jr.?
Just heard from his pits, Alan. The car is real tight right now, but even though Junior dominated the Busch race last night, running mostly the bottom, he did find out that he likes the top group here, and he said as much on the radio, saying, I may use that top line, so expect to see him go around cars on the outside.
Check this out. Dale Jarrett working on Ricky Rudd. That'll be for 5th and 6th place.
Usually when you come off that turn 2 VP, the outside car has more momentum. You almost really have to be right next to him coming off of 2 to have any chance to try to outdive him into turn 3.
Wow, Mark Martin making a racing lane down on the bottom.
That was very, very close.
The bright orange spoiler on Mark's car.
Oh,
smoke!
contact!
Jarrett's in the wall.
Hard in the wall. That's almost exactly.
The wall pretty hard, Todd.
Yeah, he's got big problems.
Big damage. That was a slide job there, wasn't it?
That was almost like NASCAR EA Sports Thunder.
Same car even.
Same, yeah. Man,
They're smoking pretty fast. Clear low, clear low.
It's Bobby Jeffries, the spotter. They were racing for 6th place.
They'll be seeing a black flag pretty soon, I bet.
They're keeping an eye on it, Wally. One of the spotters has called it into the control tower, and they're having a couple of guys around the racetrack look at it.
Both of them on the right side.
But as rugged as this thing has been to start with, You know,
it's not over.
Yeah, a lot of these other guys could have problems by the end of the night.
Stewart's car is working down on the bottom so good right now. His car is getting in so much better than these other cars around him. It's just hard to pull up beside somebody when you're coming off that bottom lane. Because like I said earlier, when you're in that top groove, it seems like you have a little bit more momentum getting off the corner.
But you know, that's always Tony.
Oh, there we go. That's, again, and that's what we talked about in EA Sports NASCAR Thunder, getting off turn 2. So doggone difficult because Tony Stewart needed to use the entire racetrack. But when there's another car there, like Mike Skinner was, a lot of contact.
Ryan Newman is out in front. He has led 46 of the 47 laps that have been run so far in Richmond.
Back in Richmond, Virginia, the championship chase could have a major shakeup. Sterling Marlin's walked out, and his plainclothes Sterling is the night over.
Yeah, it is for me. I mean, if the car was even drivable, I couldn't drive it. Pretty sore chest and neck, so get some ice, and we'll be fine for next week.
Now, Gordon is slow. This may not be the biggest hit that you might have thought, but when you told me yesterday afternoon when you were starting so far back, this was a major concern.
Well, you know, we started back here in the spring and come up and had a good car. And on what happened in front, Jimmy checked up, and I tried to miss him and turn the wheel, and it locked the rear brakes. And I got into Jimmy. Somebody hooked back across track, and that's the hardest I've ever hit. So hard any football game I've been in. So it's a pretty hard lick for me.
A hard lick indeed. The biggest concern, how hard this championship fight will be, Alan.
And troubles for Jeff Gordon, second in points.
When he came by here, BP, it sounded really bad.
No smoke, though. Marty?
All he said, Benny, was that it died. He tried both ignition boxes. They don't know what the problem is. Sounds like it might be electrical, but the car is not running.
Wow. This is the second car of the weekend for Gordon. They had the throttle hang partially open on a floor padding on Friday during practice, crashed that car in the turn 1 wall, had to pull out this one. And now 53 laps in, he's on pit road when the opportunity to gain points on Sterling Marlin was there.
Looks like they brought out a timing light to see if they've broken a camshaft. See, they're going to spin it over and see if it's in time, like they might have broken a camshaft or distributor.
Mark Martin now stands to be the guy to gain a lot of points tonight. And he's working on Mike Skinner for 7th place. Sterling Marlin has only failed to finish one race so far this season. That was Sears Point, where they broke the engine. He's out for the night. Jeff Gordon, it's been since Darlington in March of 2001 that he's dropped out of a race. That. And they continue to work on that 24 car. They haven't pushed it behind the wall, though. So they haven't yet given up and made the determination it's unfixable.
They appear to me to be going to the distributor now. They're taking the air cleaner off, air filter assembly. And the distributor sits down behind that.
And still we watch Mike Skinner and Mark Martin race for 7th and 8th, and Mark not quite able to make the move around Mike. You know, Chris Carrier, since joining this Ford team as crew chief, he's really done a good job with that car.
Behind the wall right here, guys. Somebody run to the truck and get my spare open distributor.
A spare distributor. you know, Tony Stewart trying to go by the 77 car for 3rd and does. You know, they have backups for all. The 24 car, for instance, has a backup for everything. A spare battery, a spare coil, a spare ignition wiring harness, but you can't run but one distributor. And they've got to take, if that is what broke, they've got to take it out and put a new one in.
Tony Stewart marching forward. He's up to 3rd spot now. He started the race in 14th. Tony Stewart has led 5 of 7 starts here in Richmond. His worst finish at this track in his Winston Cup career is 15th.
Points leader, Sterling Marlin leader, started 32nd. He's out. He's going to finish 42nd. Jeff Gordon, he's off the racetrack. Started in the back of the field because he had to go to backup. Martin still out there in 7th position.
What are you pointing at?
I was pointing at the rotors on the 20 car. Looked like they were pretty red.
Working them hard in the early going. He's trying to get up there. Ryan Newman has caught the tail end of the field. He's about to put 2 Bodines a lap down. There's Brett in the 11 and Jeffrey in the 09. Dale Jarrett still out.
The 17 car, Matt, the right front tire is flat. Slow down, Matt. Slow down. Okay, he's got it down on the apron of the racetrack. I think he'll be able to. No, he didn't have it on the apron. He had it on the bottom groove, though.
Here it comes.
Well, the right front tire's coming apart.
Right side. You're going to have to fly up to the right side first and get the dent underneath it. Watch
Caution flag. Debris from Matt Kenseth's car.
Gonna rip the fender off. I'm gonna come straight down and get right side to get back out of there. 10-4, come on.
Well, he's already lost one lap.
Looked like both of the Bodine brothers got their laps back, and I tell you what, when those tires come apart, they make a genuine #1 mess.
Lucky so far. It almost looks like that. If he did hit the wall, it bent that body in and probably helped it from that. See that tire whipping around like that? Usually it tears the fender off and the hood and everything.
And a big thing here, Wally, might be brake ducts. See all those hoses underneath there?
Yeah.
But those look intact.
Yep. It doesn't look like really that he's hit the wall. Looks like the right front tire just simply went flat. They're trying to save getting lapped. Just changing right sides, and we'll come back to get the lefts, and good idea.
Here come the leaders, lap 69. Marty, you're first.
Ryan Newman comes down the leader, having an outstanding run, leading most of that first segment. Balance-wise, very good. Starts free, gets a little bit tighter the longer he runs. No adjustments. Dave
Blaney has already adjusted his car a little bit tight, so he moved to the high side. It's better there, but a slight air pressure adjustment to make him just a little bit freer. Bill?
Jimmy Johnson is just a little tight in the center, but he's good off. This will be 4 tires and a chassis adjustment. A lot of brake dust coming off those front tires. Johnson won the pole, took a long time on the left rear, and he got beat off pit road.
Ryan Newman got out first. And it was close. Let's check the camera at the end of the pit road.
Like Tony Stewart got in front of him, too, there.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It was close.
Yeah.
Jimmy by a nose.
Yeah, you get it.
And Blaney and Ricky Rudd and Mayfield gaining some spots there on the stops. You're watching Matt Kenseth get a lap back from leader Ryan Newman.
And I tell you, I was talking to Robbie Reiser, his crew chief, and Jimmy Finning down in the garage area today, and they were saying that 17 car as fast as anyone here. And Marty, I believe them.
I would too, BP, and don't count them out yet. If you remember the May race, Matt got 3 laps down, made all 3 up, and finished 6th. And Robbie Reiser was talking to you and I this afternoon. He said, how stupid am I? The car that ran here in May that made up 3 laps and finished 6th is on the truck. Tonight, we have a brand new race car.
So it's the backup car, the one that he ran so well here with in May.
And I tell you what, the 12 car was trying pretty hard to keep him a lap down because those brake rotors on Ryan Newman's car were pretty doggone red.
So Matt Kenseth is tail end of the lead lap, 3/4 of a mile behind leader Ryan Newman. Needs a caution flag and the pace car to get in front of Newman to come back around and get back in the hunt. It was lap 68 when Kenseth had the right front flat tire, brought out a caution, and got that lap down coming in for repairs.
That's what I'm talking about. See those brake rotors on that 12 car, cherry red? When he goes down the corner, you know that that's not doing things good being that hot.
6th place here. Jeremy Mayfield in the 19 just gave it up to Mark Martin in the 6, and here comes Ward Burton around the outside. Clear, clear. Johnny Benson jumping into the mix here, too. Wow, look at that brake rotor glow on the 10. Crash on the front stretch. Bobby Labonte goes for a fly-in 360, grabs a gear and keeps going, but the caution flag's out.
Matt will get his lap back. Matt Kenseth.
Caution flag number 6. Remember, 14 is the record.
And we've been 100 laps, so 400 times 6, 4 times 6 is 24. Really, we're going to see 20 caution flags.
It's been a bad night for Bobby Labonte.
No, but we'll see some pit stops.
Any leaders? Johnson fakes, Rudd fakes.
I think the middle back will come in.
Front half of the field stays on track, so let's take a break. Ryan Newman's the leader at Richmond. Green flag pit stop for Rusty Wallace. Bill, this is a little earlier than we thought for some of the leaders, huh?
Yeah, we were just talking about that, too. It's a little bit earlier. Rusty might be looking to get the jump. He also might have a right front going down. We'll have to see here. Flying into his pit stall, but he's going to stop a little bit to the right of the mark. He said the car had been just a tick tight, but was starting to come to him, so they were going to go with no changes in fuel. All of a sudden, Rusty jumped on the radio, said 4 tires, and started heading for pit road. This crew doing the work, getting the left sides on. Fuel going in. Rusty's on his way. We'll check the tires.
15.3, that's a good pit stop.
Matt Kenseth also just came in under the green flag. Remember, he had that flat right front tire earlier? He had another one. Here comes Ricky Rudd onto the pit lane. Jimmy Johnson is coming in. All top 5 cars here. And as Rudd comes in, Jeremy Mayfield also on and off pit road. Bill?
And it's a situation that when the leaders start coming, or somebody up front starts coming, you got to come too. So Ricky Rudd makes his way down to pit road. McSwain said the car was good. Don't expect to see a lot of changes on this. Already around to the left side, fuel going in, left side tires going on. Rudd going for 2 in a row in this race at Richmond, heads off pit road under green. Now the 48 car of Jimmy Johnson. This car has gotten very tight. They were going to make an adjustment to try and help that out, and they sent him on his way with fuel.
Leaders in, Tony Stewart, followed by Ward Burton, Johnny Benson, and Mark Martin come down the pit road. Bill?
Well, it's been an outstanding run for Tony Stewart, and this should be basically your routine stop for the 20 bunch. Going around, starting on the right side. They made just a slight air pressure adjustment the first time. Didn't talk about any changes this time. These teams really wanted to wait till lap 180 or so. Pit, but once you come in, you got to follow. Dave?
Mark Martin is already leaving pit road. Bill, 4 tires, no changes to his awesome Ford.
Ryan Newman is in. It'll be a 4-tire stop. He got tireder the longer they ran. They made a wedge adjustment trying to loosen him up. 4 tires already out on the track.
Jeff Gordon coming back onto the garage.
I wonder if those guys...
Caution's out.
Oh, man. Bunch of cars a lap down.
Got a smoker. It's Tim Sauter.
Yeah, he made contact with the wall up turn 4, I believe.
All right, where are all of these guys in relation to Michael Waltrip?
Too far behind him.
Well, Tony Stewart had gotten back on the lead lap. He had gotten by Michael. Rusty Wallace did not. Ryan Newman and Matt Kenseth got back on the lead lap. Rusty got trapped. Ricky Rudd got trapped. All those guys got trapped a lap down.
Mark Martin got trapped. Jimmy Johnson got trapped.
Look at all those guys caught behind Michael Waltrip in the pace car. But Tony Stewart, Matt Kenseth, and Ryan Newman had gotten by Michael Waltrip before the caution came out. Got 21 cars on the lead lap, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of them are on the tail end of the lead lap. That means they're 3/4 of a mile behind leader Michael Waltrip. The bubble will be over Michael Waltrip as we go back racing. He's way deep in traffic.
Green.
Michael, way back there in line.
There you see the Napa car, the 15 car. Oh, some contact. Oh, and the 15 to the leader. Now these guys are going to get a lap back.
Oh, big crash.
That was those water barrels.
Man, oh man, oh man. How in the world can that be?
Everybody.
Okay, Steve Park is the leader as the field comes to the caution, and all of those guys that were on the tail end of the lead lap are going to come back around and get back in the thick of things. Ricky Rudd and Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Green and Greg Biffle and all those guys are going to come back around when the pace car picks up Steve Park.
And everybody. Lottie Dottie and everybody's going to get back in the lead lap.
Lottie Dottie.
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me.
You see all these guys, they're going slow because they were going through the accident scene, but they'll come back around as the pace car picks up Steve Park, this time off of turn 2.
Yeah, it's a mess, Mikey.
That's the second time Michael has hit water barrels in his career. You remember at Rockingham several years back when he was driving the 30 car?
But they're better to hit than concrete.
Oh, I guarantee you. Michael's out walking around, isn't he? All right, let's see what happened here.
Well, Michael just got loose getting off the 2 there.
Looks like he got loose and had to come down the hill to try to save it and made contact with a 19 car. And he hit that same spot that Chad Chevin hit last night, didn't he?
Yep. Steve Park is the leader. Very jumbled up running order because of that whole sequence of events with the caution and the green flag stops and the rest. It's Steve Park, Brett Bodine, Matt Kenseth, Hermie Sadler, and Ryan Newman, the top 5. Then Tony Stewart, Mike Wallace, Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, and Kenny Wallace, the top 10. 22 cars on the lead lap.
Whoa, trouble in the straightaway.
Casey Atwood, 25th place, a lap down.
And no caution flag. No caution flag yet.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like there's going to be one.
Nope.
What happened? Matt Kenseth and I think the 7 car of Casey Atwood got together off turn 4.
Now this is Dave Blaney trying to get a lap back from the leader Steve Park.
And he does get in front of Park.
So 23rd place. Now change for second. Matt Kenseth in the 17 is going around the 11 of Brett Bodine.
The 4 car, the 32 car, both those cars are a lap down. And it looks like these cars are going to stay a lap down if Kenseth has anything to say about it.
8 car in the picture there too, Dale Jr. He's also a lap down. Next one on the lead lap is the 12 car of Ryan Newman. And Jeff Gordon has just gone back into the garage.
Because Jeff Gordon's car, as Randy Dort told us, was only running on about 5 or 6 cylinders. He could not keep up to the minimum speed that NASCAR requires for these cars to be on the racetrack.
Yeah, and he drove it straight to the truck, so they're done for the night. Back at Richmond, caution flag number 10 is waving tonight. Marvin the Martian is angry. He's very, very angry.
This could be trouble for the Earth, right?
The Illudium Q39 space modulator is crumpled.
The Looney Tunes are having a hard night.
Yeah, it's not been a good night. There's
loose off like we've seen a lot of that today, BP.
Ooh, Kurt Busch got a good piece of that.
Looked like Biffle came off turn 2, got up and hit the wall. Meanwhile, most of the cars are coming down pit road. They can make it the rest of the way, right, Matt?
And the 1 car is Steve Park, and he won here in the fall of 1997 in a bush race. He'd love to get back on track with another win here. Still pushing the nose. 4-tire change. Marty.
A lot of debate as to whether or not to pit for leader Matt Kenseth. They finally decided to do so. 4 tires and no adjustments. Dave.
Mark Martin's car just a little bit tight. They make a wedge adjustment in the left rear. He almost went through his pit stall. He did not. Bill?
Tony Stewart, just a little snug wedge adjustment, 4 tires and fuel on the edge of the fuel window.
It's like the 19 car got out first.
22 car did not pit. Only one of the lead lap cars to not stop was Ward Burton. And he was one of the few who pitted on the caution at 2:54. So 20 laps ago. So Ward stays out. He's going to take over the race lead. And we'll reset the race off of pit road for you in just a moment.
Oh, Kenseth, what's he doing? He's slowing down? No, he's on the inside of someone. I looked up and saw the 17, said, what's he doing on the inside? I see what he's doing, trying to pass Mike Skinner in the 4 car. And does.
So Mike's now back a lap down in that 4 car. He's in 24th place. And it is Dale Earnhardt Jr. working that leader over good to try and get back on the lead lap. A lot of guys got trapped a lap down with a caution at lap 2:08 just after green flag pit stops. Junior was one of them. And now he's back on the tail end of the lead lap, needing a caution. Here comes Ryan Newman for the race lead.
Newman, he's there. He is there and going to take the lead.
Ryan Newman led 143 laps earlier in this race. Got shuffled back by that same pit stop caution flag sequence that we talked about. Yeah, a little slide job there. Here comes Kenseth.
Is Kenseth going for the lead? Yes, he is.
Wow, what a run off turn 2.
Man, that 17 DeWalt car is fast.
Second time tonight, Matt Kenseth is the race leader. Third to first in a couple of laps. Kenseth already this season has scored 3 victories. Texas, Rockingham, Michigan. Looking for number 4 tonight here in Richmond. Yeah, lead changes cautions. Tonight we're on the good end of that equation so far. Matt Kenseth out in front, coming up on the 3/4 mark of the Chevy Monte Carlo 400. Matt Kenseth, the only driver in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series with top 10 finishes in every Winston Cup short track race this season. And he's out in front of Ryan Newman now by 7 car lengths with 81 laps to go. Let's go through the field and start with the leader. Here's Marty.
And he's on his way to scoring a lot more points tonight, Alan. We joked with Matt earlier today. He said here in May, they got 3 laps down. He said he passed about 90 cars tonight. He only got 1 lap down, 2 cut right fronts. He's only passed about 60 cars tonight, running very well up in the lead. Ryan Newman behind him is just a little bit tight. The car is fast. It is not bad. Bill mentioned the talk earlier about Dodge. Ryan Newman and Rusty Wallace possibly going to Dodge next year. I talked to his car owner, Roger Penske. He said he is talking to other manufacturers, but does not expect a decision within the next 3 weeks. But he is talking to all of the manufacturers. Dave?
Marty, the 22 team of Ward Burton did their homework overnight. They were talking about it on the radio today. They asked Ward if the car was still sliding the nose. He said no. We took care of that problem. He's having a great run. Bill?
Tony Stewart's car is not good on restarts. The longer he goes, the better he gets. He just said he's snug in the center, free, off. Some of these guys are going to be able to make it on fuel. Don't be surprised, Marty.
29 laps to go. Matt Kenseth's the race leader. Can he make it to the distance on fuel? Ryan Newman is second. There he is, but things are tightening up from second, third, and fourth.
Rusty Wallace has caught Tony Stewart. Made a move on him a couple of laps ago, but the lap traffic, Tony's not able to keep his car on the bottom right now.
Yep. See that BP got down the middle of the corner, and that car just shot up the racetrack. Opened it up for Rusty.
And Rusty he turned his, and around him he went.
Cody's lost the forward fight on that car. That's his problem.
So when he steps on the gas to get up off the corner, it won't get up. It's just sliding around. So Tony back to fourth, Rusty to third. Not all that far behind Ryan Newman for second, but they're a long way behind Matt Kenseth, the race leader, and they're running out of laps.
And Ward Burton, we said he was going to have to make a pit stop. Well, he's finally on pit road to get that last drop of fuel.
Been a great season for Matt. Had some troubles with some races they failed to finish, though, that's cost him a better shot on the points.
Yeah, it sure has. Hey, Marty.
Yes, BP.
When Jack Roush said they were going to be 5 laps short, he didn't smile when he said that, did he?
He did not, and he came back for a third time, had a conversation with Robbie Reiser, the crew chief, and it confirmed we're going to be 5 laps short. But he also told Robbie in that conversation, I think we should go for it. Now, you don't think they'd be lying to us, do you, BP?
Yeah, they just might be trying to make us say he can't make it, and the people about to be monitoring us and say, well, they can't make it.
Yeah, back off. They can't make it. You'll pass them when they come in the pits.
Yeah, exactly. Back off. Don't have to run him down. He can't make it.
There you go. Laps since last pitted. Everybody's on equal terms now among the leaders.
I'm thinking they can make it, BP.
Little splash and dash for Jeremy Mayfield. Fuel only, and he heads back out.
Jeremy was in 5th spot. Came in. Not anymore.
Yeah, it's going to drop him way behind. Let's see, where'd Ward Burton end up? Ward ended up a lap down in 20th place after his pit stop. Ken Schrader, 18th place car. Last on the lead lap. No longer. First a lap down now. Let's talk about a couple things we discussed at the top of the night while we start setting up the finish here. Give and take. Did we see it tonight, or did we see more taken than given?
No, I think we saw some situations where there was not give and take, but all in all, I was impressed with the job that the drivers did tonight.
And second groove and the sealer and all that kind of thing. Did we see that second lane come in full?
I don't think we saw it maybe in full.
Second place. And Rusty's through.
And now he takes off at
17 is the only car you got to worry about. He's up ahead.
17 car. That's the guy you got to catch. All right, Weber, tell us more on this gas story.
Doug Ingold is the gas man for Rusty Wallace's 2 crew. A second ago, crew chief Billy Wilburn climbed down off the wagon, said, are you sure that you got it full? And Doug Ingold said, yes. Then Billy got back on the wagon and said, Rusty, drive the wheels off that thing. 51 races since Wallace has gone to victory lane.
Rusty worked with Benny and I, substituting for Wally last night on the NASCAR Busch Series race. Asked him if he thought he had a car to win here tonight. He said he hesitated for just a second, and then he said, yeah, I do. I think we're going to be good.
Oh, I was on an important assignment.
Yes, you were. But we're glad to have you back.
Sure. Sure you are, Alan.
I said that in all sincerity.
Rusty Wallace, once he got by the 12 car, but that time Rusty Wallace slipped up in the 3rd and 4th corner, lost some time. Well, didn't lose that much time.
Yeah, he's hunting the groove, BP. Yeah. He's trying to find where that car is going to grip best.
Keep after. Looking outside. Here.
Is Mike Wallace out of gas?
He came on the radio and yelled, I'm out of gas, I'm out of gas. All the guys jumped up on the wall. They've got a can ready to put fuel in the car. They're waiting for him.
A 5th place run going. And Rusty Wallace must be out of gas. Something's going on with Rusty.
Off the pace, turn 2, right front's down.
Right front
Look at the car leaning.
Right side.
Yeah.
Rusty Wallace loses a right front. He was closing on Matt Kenseth.
And he almost at exactly the same spot as in the spring when Ricky Rudd was going by when Rusty went up the racetrack and spun the leader out. Remember that?
Well, there's been a lot of right front tire problems tonight.
Yeah, Rusty's one of them. He lost a right front earlier, remember?
Yep. There's a bad joke available there that he drove the wheels off the car.
There you go. Yeah. You said it.
Well,
I don't think I'm not going to hear about that.
yeah, I'm the master of bad jokes, I know.
Literally.
All right, so now Matt Kenseth is 4.5 seconds up on Ryan Newman. Fuel is questionable. Now he's really going to roll out of the gas, right?
Oh, yeah, he's really going to try to roll out of the gas early and not stomp on the gas, just easy back into it. All right, Snyder, they still going for it?
They're still going for it, but they just put the crew on alert. They sent the gas man by the gas can, said, get ready. They thought Rusty Wallace had run out of gas. There was a bit of panic down here, but they think they're going to be okay.
Oh, now they're okay.
Now they're okay, yeah.
Well, a little while ago, they were 5 laps short.
Now it's wait and watch time. They pitted with 126 laps to go. We've seen Kyle Petty on pit road to get fuel in the last couple of moments. He's back on track. Who else might run out? Kenseth, Ryan Newman, Tony Stewart, Jeff Green, Ricky Rudd. Rusty Wallace is rejoined 2 laps down in 20th place.
Think that guy's sweating bullets right now, Benny?
Man. Man, I hope I don't have to go to work. Please don't put me to work, man. I don't put any gas in that car.
As easily as he's holding that can doesn't have much gas in it.
All right, 5 to go.
Robbie Gordon on pit road. I believe he was being shown the black flag for smoke coming from his car. And we watch Matt Kenseth.
And I'm told that the 20 car, Tony Stewart.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks like he's out of fuel, right, Dave?
Tony just radioed in. I think I got a transmission problem. I don't have any gears.
Oh, my goodness. Here we thought he was out of fuel. Now, that's got to be scaring all these guys to death, not knowing what's wrong with the 20, thinking he's out of gas.
And look at Tony running in, what, 3rd or 4th spot?
Yeah.
Look at all the points he just lost in the last 5 laps of this race.
Yep. He was 4th in points coming in. And he's not making the minimum speed, so he's going to have to get pulled in. And will not finish.
But he made another lap. He got one more lap out of the way.
All right, let's keep an eye on this leader. See if that thing hiccups on him. 2.5 laps to go.
Looks like Schrader ran out of gas. We'll push start in that car.
Yep.
2 more laps.
Everybody's running out. Be careful here.
30's out of gas? Or is that Kevin Harvick?
29. That's Kevin Harvick. Harvick looking for fuel, sloshing that thing back and forth. All right, 3/4 of a mile for Matt Kenseth. 1 more lap to go. Final lap at Richmond. Katie's watching. They've got a vacation home up in their native Wisconsin they like to go to get away from it all. If they go there tomorrow, they can celebrate win number 4 of 2002. Matt Kenseth has won the Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400 at Richmond.
We knew he could make it, Benny.
Ryan Newman second. Jeff Green got 3rd. Dale Earnhardt Jr. came all the way back from a lap down to 4th. And Todd Bodine gets a top 5. Highest up guy in the championship, Mark Martin. He finishes 6th. Tony Stewart, who fell out in the last laps, is going to wind up 30th.
And we're here in victory lane. Matt Kenseth with an outstanding performance and his 4th win of the season. He has 125 members of his fan club here. They have come from all across the country, and they saw what they came here to see. A win.
We need the gas mileage.
Thanks, that was pretty fun.
Fun when you don't know if you got enough fuel or...
I wasn't worried about the fuel. I was more worried about the tire. You know, we blew 2 tires early in the race, and I thought we had too much camber in it. I didn't think it was going to make it, so I was more concerned about that. It's just this 12-4 Taurus was a bad machine tonight. I mean, we didn't even really run it hard. When we got up front there, I just was worried about that tire, so we just ran as hard as we had to run, and I haven't had one this hooked up. This is a brand new car all my guys built, and I'm really proud of them.
Let's check out how they ran tonight here in Richmond in the Chevy Monte Carlo 400.
That's phenomenal that Junior would come back fourth. I mean, that 8 car at the end of the race was by far the fastest car out there. It looked like that car last night.
Todd Bodine, first top 5 of the season. Dave Blaney equaling his best finish of the year.
Mike Wallace, after running out of fuel, was able to salvage a 12th place finish.
Bill Elliott started at the back because his team lost an engine yesterday in practice, but soldiered his way halfway through the field. And Tony Stewart.
What might have been.
Jeff Burton coming out and motoring back around, kicked Jeff Gordon another spot down in the final standings tonight. Burton finished in 39th. Jeff Gordon finished in 40th. And last in the field, Sterling Marlin, the championship leader, coming into the race. So, what did it do to the championship? Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
9 points to second, 146 to sixth.
Bill Elliott only 184, back in 7th spot.
The night started with a salute to American heroes and concluded with a racing hero, Matt Kenseth, celebrating his 4th victory of 2002. Kenseth has won tonight here at the Richmond International Raceway. So long from Virginia.